South Africa is wooing long-time ally and BRICS partner India to increase arrivals to the country. It's part of South Africa's bigger plan to push tourist arrivals from 5.8 million to over 20 million. The Southern African nation hosted a historical Indian delegation at the recent Travel Indaba in Durban. CGTN's Angelo Coppola with that story.
South Africa shares a rich history with India. It goes back to the arrival of Indian indentured labourers over 160 years ago. Diplomatic ties were, however, forged just 30 years ago in the dawn of South Africa's democracy.
India is one of the countries that stood tall when apartheid was rife and said, we will not subscribe to prejudice and discrimination. It's a relationship that is founded on commonalities, such as, if you think about it, both countries were colonized by the Brits. Both countries suffered almost the exact same severe impact.
The Durban home of renowned anti-colonial Indian activist Mahatma Gandhi is a symbol of the stronger friendship between the two nations. The city is also home to the largest concentration of Indian descendants outside Asia.
Before COVID, I used to welcome Indian visitors coming to Phoenix Settlement. After COVID, so I'm only getting few visitors coming from India. But this place was the beacon of hope and the future of this country, just because Natal Indian Congress movement was revived here in 1971. And the first call to free Nelson Mandela in prison, a call was made here in 1972.
To cement the 30-year milestone, South Africa is eyeing India as a potential source market.
We've got a target that the president has set of 21 million arrival by 2030. And if you want that number, you can't ignore India, especially because now India is also number one in terms of the population. It has overtaken China. So it's a big market with more than 50 million travelers.
The collaboration could extend beyond just increased footfall. South Africa could draw on India's culinary expertise and cultural knowledge to build local markets.
To succeed in India and for Indians to succeed in selling South Africa was the addressing of the visa, the e-visa that is being piloted, and addressing the issue on or the barrier of a direct flight. Because those are the two things that could take us from 100,000 arrivals from India to 500,000 arrivals.
South Africa's tourism sector suffered a huge blow during the COVID-19 pandemic, but the country is working hard to explore new markets and entice visitors back to its shores. I'm Angelo Coppola for CGTN in South Africa.